And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert coming to you live from Camp Cedar Ridge in Vernonia, Oregon. Here's the first big update. We did it. It's not even lunch, and the labyrinth is done. Now we need a little bit more polish, and okay, we're going to paint some more rocks this afternoon and make everything a little bit tidier. But the big part of the event, the big accomplishment has been, well, it's a demonstration, and we're really excited about it. We're going to do a couple things here with you before we all break for lunch. And the first thing we want to do is share with you the blessing that Reverend Dr. Linda Rapond provided this morning for everybody before we got started working and before we started broadcasting. And we were able to get that video processed for you during the morning session. And Brother Diego is going to run that for us right about now.
Okay, wait. All right, so let's just turn within. And take a moment to recognize that the presence of God is everywhere, but it's especially everywhere right here. You can feel the sacredness of the ground we stand on. This camp has been dedicated, and it exists to be a place that is holy and sacred. And so I give thanks for the opportunity to be here today to help create an additional sacred space, a place where people will find their own God within, simply by walking the steps that we spend today building. How lucky are we? So I just give thanks for this camp. I give thanks for this group of people who are coming together to build this labyrinth, to rebuild this labyrinth as an act of love and service. And so we dedicate this day to the divine, to knowing absolutely that it moves in, through, and as each of us, in every step, in every rock, in every activity of this day. We are blessed. We are blessed beyond measure. Say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Lynn. All right.
All right, dear ones, that was Reverend Dr. Linda Rapond with our blessing. And look who's in the studio with us. It's Dr. Tracy Brown, all the way from Texas. Dr. Tracy is one of the board members here at Camp Cedar Ridge, and we're going to invite her on screen to share just a brief moment or two with us about how special this is and her feelings about what's happening here this weekend as one of the board members of Camp Cedar Ridge. So we'll send it over to Dr. Tracy Brown.
Hey, everybody. I'm so happy to say to you that Camp Cedar Ridge is happening because of you. It's happening for you, and it is happening through you. So as one of the board members, my first comment today has to be this one. I want to thank New Thought Media Network as our official media sponsor during not only the birthday day weekend, but for the month of May, where we are celebrating and honoring all that has happened in our first year. You may not know the camp and all the things that it does. Camp Cedar Ridge, yes, absolutely. It's a place for CSL teams to gather. It is a place for some CSL groups to have retreats, ministers' retreats, students' retreats. It's also a place that hosts the outdoor school for middle schoolers in Oregon that are required to do outdoor education. And Camp Cedar Ridge hosts so many other events, weddings, family reunions, summer activities for the community. So I hope that you explore more through all of the videos you're seeing and also just by visiting the website. Our camp staff is amazing, led by Dr. Casey and Karen, because everybody comments about the food. Thank you, Karen and Jason, and the entire staff, including Coco. And if you don't know who Coco is, you just need to watch 2 or 3 more videos. So Camp Cedar Ridge, discover the good and spread it. That is our theme. But please acknowledge, or please give me the permission for the next 30 seconds to modify our theme. Instead of discover the good, I'm going to ask you to contribute to the good. Contribute to the good. You can make a donation at campcedarridgeor.org/donations. You can also, in addition to your money, you can contribute to the good by booking an event in the next year. Do you realize we're already opening the 2025 calendar? So get your event booked. You can share the link to these videos and to Camp Cedar Ridge in your personal and professional networks. You can volunteer. During our busy season, we love having volunteers come and work at the camp. And fourth, we are always, always appreciative of your prayers. So whether it's you individually or a group, please be praying for the continued growth and success of Camp Cedar Ridge. My name is Tracy Brown. I'm so happy to be
Yes. Thank you, Tracy. So good to see you even across all the miles. Folks, if you're just tuning in and wonder what you've stumbled into, this is part of our ongoing celebration for Camp Cedar Ridge, celebrating their very first birthday under the management and the organization of the ownership of Centers for Spiritual Living, but more importantly, under the direction of Camp Director Dr. Casey Wilson. We are having so much fun here. We've completed our labyrinth. We're getting ready for lunch and then the birthday party. And before we do that, however, we do want to remind you that this whole week is not only a celebration, but it is an opportunity to raise some funds for the camp and for the operating budget and for other special projects like this. I don't know if you know, but there are a lot of volunteers here this weekend and a lot of volunteered labor and a lot of volunteered materials, and it still takes a good budget to make a project like this happen. And it's going to be here. This is here forever now. This labyrinth is going to become a part of the New Thought culture. It's going to become part of the culture of future generations to come to Camp Cedar Ridge and spend time in a sacred place. And we did a little video and today we want to share a little bit of that with you. Some of the a couple of highlights that we saw out walking the river and learning a little bit more about the camp. So Diego's going to run that movie for us now. Kick back. Don't go anywhere. We got a little bit more to come after that. So enjoy this video with us.
Hey everybody, I'm Charlene Banks and I'm the spiritual director at CSL Leesburg. I just spent the best last 3 days at this camp, Camp Cedar Ridge. It's amazing. It's a CSL property. We just purchased it. We stayed in a very comfortable yet rustic cabin. The best food that you ever could think of. And up the hill we had a retreat that just opened my heart wide open. And it's because of this environment, this scenery. I say get out of your chair, get out of that Zoom meeting and get up here to Cedar Ridge because it will change your life. Blessings.
All right. Looks like our technical fun is continuing here a little bit today. So let me fill you in on this story, folks. We came up with a whole bunch of equipment to expand the neural internet network here on the camp. And some things are working and some things are saying they don't. So what worked in the studio an hour ago didn't want to work here on this live broadcast. But that's part of the fun. That's part of what camp life is all about, is when things don't go the way you plan, well, you make them up a little differently. We make them up in a way that works for everyone. We're going to let you get back into your day. Now, we're going to be back here again at 1 p.m. with another attempt to do a live stream. Trust everything's going to work with that way. I hear there is a cake in the house that fits on half a sheet of plywood, is the rumor that's going around. There's going to be a huge cake. It's because this is a huge celebration, and it's a huge celebration because it's part of a huge vision. A vision that's been a part of this culture and this movement for decades now, and it is here, it is in fruition, and we are celebrating the fact at the first birthday even. And before I go, I would be remiss if I didn't say, yes, I'm on the Coco for Mayor team, and we're here to make sure that Coco gets elected mayor of Camp Cedar Ridge. And I heard a rumor earlier today there might even be a t-shirt coming that would allow you to show your support for Coco for mayor at Camp Cedar Ridge. I'm Rev Robert Brzezinski with the New Thought Media Network. On behalf of Camp Cedar Ridge and everyone here that's making this a special weekend, we want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. Let your friends know what we're doing. We'll be back in just over an hour or so with the birthday celebration at 1 o'clock Pacific time. Until then, I want to thank you for being with us. And until we hug again, I wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now.
Hi there, my name is Jonathan Brown. I'm the music director at the Orlando Center for Spiritual Living, and we are here on a spiritual retreat, and I got to tell you, everything has been fantastic. The setting is absolutely breathtaking. The staff are so delightful and so nice and pleasant, and the food is amazing. The rooms are great. You're going to love it. I hope you'll come and visit.